Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation on LivehiphopDaily.tv. And this episode is sponsored by Landis Clothing. Everything from our Landis signature collection to our Drug Lord collection, as you see on me right now, and our Return to Viper collections are all available for purchase at AtlantisClothing.com. And if you use promo code CashColorCannabis tonight while you're watching, you can save 10% off your order. So head to AtlantisClothing.com and shop today. All right, man, I got Hollywood Roddo in the building today, man. And I'm going to call him Hollywood Roddo because Roddo is now to the point where he making movies. He's showing up late. He got assistants calling and shit. Hollywood Roddo in the building.
What's going on, man?
Man, I'm coolin', man. Bro, I appreciate you because I know this was last minute. I actually had a guest, and he had a seizure. I don't want to say his name and everything, but hopefully he's doing fine. We're going to get him back up in the studio as soon as possible. Right, but Rod, you definitely filled in a good spot tonight, and you came in at the right time because I don't know if everybody can see this. Probably you can't. On the back screen, we normally be watching basketball, football, all kind of stuff. Tonight we got Malice on Netflix right now, and I'm reminding myself all this happened. Yeah. I clean forgot that fight was that big in Detroit, man. That's crazy.
I was watching it as a teen, man, and I had a blast, man. But you could see the clear racism in it. Like, they wanted to clearly pin these people as thugs, these basketball players.
They was ready to use the term thug, wasn't they? Yo, they mean Mark. Even I was just saying, hearing Mark Costas say thugs. I'm looking like, dog. You didn't have all that energy when Vince McMahon was about to punch you in the face with the XFL. You didn't have all that energy then. That was real thugs on the field with thug on the back of their jersey. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that energy then. So
that was when they first started coming out with the basketball players having like some type of gang affiliation.
Oh, you know what? Nah, we gonna get to the eventual show in a second, but a lot of that had to do with how they was dressed. Because let's get back to the what cornrows, baggy pants. Everybody was kind of hip. It was more hip hop affiliated at the moment, so everything was you a thug, you a gangster, you this, that, and the third. All right, that's what's up.
We turned it down. They talking about that shit.
Yeah, that's all that was. That was that connection right there.
Facts.
Now, mind you, every one of them white kids in there was listening to Eminems and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not get it twisted.
Murdering moms and wives.
Facts.
And stuff
let's not get it twisted, man.
And what I'm hearing what I didn't realize back in the day was just how raw Ron Artest was.
Oh, Ron Artest don't listen.
I didn't know bro was like that gully. I didn't know he was like that.
Bro, we like 40 minutes into this, and what I can tell you right now about Ron Artest, he don't listen.
At all.
He don't listen. He didn't listen when he got traded. He didn't listen to Reggie Miller. He don't listen to coaches. He is telling you on here, I don't listen.
He
listened to, but he did listen to Jamal Tinsley.
Where's he from?
That's the crazy part. He don't listen to nobody, but Jamal Tinsley at the last minute of a 15-minute blowout says do a foul, and you foul this dude as hard as possible.
Right.
Now you listening.
Yeah.
Damn, Ron Artest, man. That's that Queensbridge.
They set him up, bro.
I don't know, man. Well, I don't know, man. We can get deep into that off screen, man.
That was amazing.
Rod, I appreciate coming through again last minute, man. For those who don't remember you from the last time you was on here, please introduce yourself.
Yo, I am Roddo, man. I am the CEO of Blue Spaghetti Productions. I have a couple things in the mix. Like right now, I'm growing cannabis. Shout out to cannabis lovers out there.
Ha.
TV show called Best Budz. Check out season 1. Season 2 is on the way. Talk about that. But I mean, I consider myself to be a connoisseur of dope shit. Whatever is dope, man. I'm gonna get involved in it. So we finna slowly but surely take over Atlanta.
Oh, whoa, that's bold.
Yeah,
bold statement, man.
I want a new industry.
Yeah, man. I also know you're working on a movie, man. But we're going to get into that after we get into some other stuff, man. So let's talk about Best Budz. Last time we spoke, you was telling me about Best Budz. You're working on season 2. I ain't got an invite yet. So what's Best Budz for those?
Bro, we're not gonna do that now.
I ain't got an invite yet to Best Budz.
Right, so because of that, I actually brought you some gifts because you said that you wanted to test some.
Ooh.
Right? So
I didn't want to call your bluff then, too, because I was like, last time you was here, you said you was going to bring some of your homegrown.
Man, I got you.
Oh.
So I got some of the, some that you can compare.
Ooh.
Different, yeah.
I love a good mason jar, man.
Hey, man, listen. On Amazon, they're like $40. But if you go to like your Target or your Walmart or something, bro, it's $10.
Really? Go to
Yes.
Michael's. Go to Michael's. I'm about to give Michael's. Michael's don't give me no discounts, but I'm about to give Michael's a shout out. Go to Michael's. I think it might be kind of cheap.
Plugging in the free plus. So look, check me out, right? So
Ooh, you see that nose? I just Mac Dre face.
That's been sitting since May.
Ooh,
right?
yeah.
And then I got some new flavor I just chopped it maybe like last week. So this is the new.
Bro, you got to hook Herb up. It's his birthday in a couple hours, man. You got to hook
Herb,
up.
big
Yeah,
Herb.
man.
I owe Herb anyway because when I first came the first time on the show, Herb, you know what I'm saying, he spent some money with me, and I felt like that was my first grow.
Your first batch?
Yeah, I got some critiques from you. And some real honest critiques, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, we don't lie about weed.
Right. We got to smoke that shit, right? So,
we don't lie about weed.
It really made me go back in the lab and say, okay, well, since, you know, there's, you know, I can't have people saying, I can tell this is your first time growing.
And we did say that several times as we spoken.
I did not want to have that as the last thing that people remember me as when we talk about best buds. So I took notes and then I went back in the lab. So one of the things one of the things that I remember Groovy Lou told me, he was like, it's not aesthetically pleasing, like it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, you know, it may smoke or it may seem like it smokes, all right, but people like Zaza, like people like that real, not only does it smoke good, but it looks good.
People like feeling like they smoking Zaza. I think a lot of y'all don't know if y'all smoking it or not. Man.
Yeah, if people hear Zaza and all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, I'm smoking the best shit ever. It's like,
slow down, CJ. You know, everybody ain't smoking on Zaza.
Right, I just want to smoke pure cannabis, man. So I went back in the lab, man, moved the lights closer, decrease some of the humidity and stuff like that, increase some of the airflow, which causes the plants to bulk up because they know, okay, well, in order for me to keep these, you know, like to keep these leaves from blowing too much in the wind, I have to have a sturdier stalk. So, you force the plant to grow denser buds by seemingly like stressing it out.
These are pretty, man.
It
look a lot better. I applause to that, man. It do look a lot better because, aesthetically, I was like, hey, the Bart Simpson meme, at least you tried.
Yeah.
Like you tried your hardest here, man.
And even with her, like I said, man, I appreciate you, but I'm sure that first batch was like full of seeds, man. And so I had a couple males in my first batch.
So you growing hemp, didn't know it?
Man, and so I found out too late, and then you find out when it's too late, and it's already impregnated your female plants. So then that gives you some really, it's not bad weed, it's just not Sensimilla, which is the strongest form of weed.
You know, it's crazy. You're giving real good insight to people who are trying to grow because we've had these conversations with other people who cultivate. Yeah. And, you know, the cultivation process is far from easy. You know, there's a lot of trial and error, which means there's a lot of investment money-wise, you know. So you got to be prepared to have a fucked up
high-ass light bill.
High-ass light bill.
It's super high, like,
I can empathize, man. I just got my Georgia Power bill down to what I feel like is respectable.
What's respectable for you?
Respectable for me at one point was $84. So now I gotta be cool with respectable being about $120. I gotta be cool with that. So anything over that, I'm cussing them out, and I'm apologizing. But I'm like, look, I know this ain't your problem, customer service, but I just want to know. You know
they're like, shit. I mean, you use the goddamn energy.
That's what they keep telling me. Like, I'm like, yeah, but I know this ain't your issue, but yo, I'm gonna tell somebody because y'all ain't gonna put me to the manager.
$250 is what I'm averaging to maintain everything.
That's why you stay working. $250 alone on the power bill.
I mean, and that's why like a lot of people came to me and they were like, "Yo, you should do like a class because you know you do want to share like a lot of knowledge." So I do like to spread the wealth, and I do think that I will eventually release it on OnlyFans or something like that. But shout out you for plugging me in with like Girl You High. Yeah. I think you did an interview
shout out to
with her.
Danielle. Danielle's a homie, man. Yeah.
So I plugged in with her and like just had a dope like conversation with her, and she broke it down even further to me. So like when I talk to people and they're like blown away, you know, imagine me talking to her and I'm like, what? She's like telling me everything.
Shout to her, shout to Jesse Horton. I've had the pleasure of speaking to some real people who cultivate, and when you talk to them, it's like I don't know if you ever been to a restaurant where you have a sommelier and the person's coming up to you and they giving you all the explanations of all the wine and the grapes and the seeds and the dirt.
Bro.
That's how they are though. Danielle and Jesse and them, they can have the way they'll speak to you. You almost feel like, so what's okay, perfect. That pairs good with my steak.
I instantly felt like I was out of my league once I had that conversation with her, because she's like breaking it down, how many different licenses and how many different steps they have. And now because of that, I can go in, I can go tell people, like I know this firsthand, but it's like it's passed on knowledge. So I definitely want to turn, instead of it being more of an entertainment thing, turn it into like something where people can actually learn. But obviously it's not legal everywhere, so you want to make sure that you're doing it the right way. So that's why I've kind of pulled back on the content. People keep asking, when is it coming? When is it coming? It's like, well, when we can make sure that it's legal 100% in Georgia, where I spend all of my time, then I can do that more openly.
Oh, you're going to wait for a minute. You might as well do it on OnlyFans like you was talking about.
Yeah. I mean, we are planning to go to Cali soon, so hopefully we can move out there and open up a dispensary. And I can be living like the man Currency, because we went to his dispensary out there, man, and you get you a little shop like that looks like a small little, like a vape shop or something like that, but in the back, you got the whole shebang back there. I feel like I can make a killing out there, man.
Bro, that's some money, though. You talking about L.A. real estate. You talking about power bills from L.A., man. That's some money, man. Think about that, too, bro. That's some bread.
That's why the movie, that's why you see me working, bro. Like, I'm out here, bro. I really try to, like, if it can be done, I'm going to do it.
That's what's up. Well, congratulations. Thanks for bringing out some samples. Let's say, man, my man Herb's is turning 21 shortly, man. So we got to help him celebrate his birthday properly.
The guy Herb, man. Happy birthday, man.
So Best Budz, is that still in effect again? Like you went around about the mulberry bush. Then. Is it still in effect? Am I ever thinking about my invite?
What I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to give people. I just chopped some down. So August, you got to let it cure. So I let it dry. Now I'm letting it cure. So I wanted to get people some footage from the ending, and then also, like, right now I'm right at the beginning of growing some new ones. So I wanted to kind of give people some. So it's coming. I will say, give me like a week, and I'll definitely have the definitive drop date. Because I got to compile all the footage together and make sure that, like, the content is consistent. And, I mean, you just like my homies, shout out my dogs. They probably trying to get in. Shout out my nigga Nate and Chief. They always push me to put this content out. Shout out Melissa. She always pushes me to put my content out there. And just the people in my corner that's like really supportive of it. I'm sorry for the wait, like Lil Wayne. I'm sorry for the wait, but it's coming. I can guarantee you by September we're gonna have a new season of Best Budz.
Yeah, right.
Hey, that's the Gemini spirit, man.
Yo, can you open the door for somebody?
Yeah, we make the energy, you know what I'm saying? We build up that anticipation, and then when you come with some actual good content, then that's, because I heard the man Kanye was out there flying and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Kanye he's doing market research in Atlanta. I feel like he got to give another 4 or 5 listening sessions for y'all see Donda.
Yeah.
like let's see how mixed up. He got to.
I mean, I don't know how much these people are paying for each event, but it's
look. I mean, he's from Atlanta, so he might as well rap, I guess.
So I felt like it was a great opportunity for him to come in here, and he just left the Kim situation. So
she was with him though, man. They still holding it down. Yeah, she was with him, bro. She was dressed in all black latex, he done.
Yo, shout out Kim, man.
Bro, he done went somewhere else with it, man. I want to hear the music though. One thing that's deterring me from wanting to listen to it, I don't like shit that's overly features. It felt like when I saw the track list, I thought it felt like a DJ Khaled album. Like 4 features per song. I'm good.
Yeah, it's some music that just doesn't belong on a album, and when he has Pop Smoke on there and stuff.
Yo, people need to stop taking advantage of Pop Smoke. There's only so much Pop Smoke music he made before he, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing this.
It's like, come on, bro. Pop Smoke notoriously was a person who didn't like features. You know what I'm saying? And although he had some and he would do features, it wasn't something that he was like you say, he didn't like niggas. You know what I'm saying?
So I was blown away that he got Fabio on there. I like Fabio, so he got Fabio.
Yeah, bro, shout out. I mean, it's the GOAT, man.
He should have picked either one because Fabio and Pop Smoke is basically the same.
Hey. Hey.
You gotta make that music that's gonna make people move, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, what got you what inspires you when it comes to creating content? Because from the film to Best Buds to even when I first met you, you was working with Cool Club. You know, like you've been doing the content, you've been helping people capture and tell their stories visually. Like, what inspires you when it comes to doing content?
Stunting on my haters.
That's what's up.
Nah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I feel you. Yeah, go ahead and say what you
Every
just.
now and then I like to have, like, I honestly, I have, like, some Nipsey footage that I keep in the vault. You know what I'm saying?
Like me with my Branson footage. Oh, I got some footage. I don't know if I'll ever show y'all.
So it's like, you know, you keep that footage dear to you. It's about experiences. I'm a big experience person. I really don't care what it is as long as it's like relatively not gonna kill me. Like I'll go skydiving if the person who's done it has been doing it for 30 years.
I feel
you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go skydiving with a person who's just started doing it. You putting both of our lives.
I feel I'm like that with videos when interviews when some people like to be in their own personal space. Like again, we went to go do Branson. We was in the middle of Harlem. Like he said, come meet us at a basketball park.
Yeah.
And Danny will tell you, we remember walking to the basketball park like y'all. I hope we got the right shit on. Like we walked up in there like I hope we good.
Yeah.
Like I don't do that for everybody. Like I got to know your whole pedigree before I walk into a project.
Shout out to man. You know I said I wasn't gonna come in here and praise you too much, but shout out you, bro, for bringing me in, man, and giving me a spotlight and giving me some exposure.
Man, go ahead with that, man.
You know what I mean? Hey, listen, click the link in the bio and donate some money to the movie.
That's what's up, man. Hey, you know what? Let's talk about the movie, man. So you have a film on the way.
Yes.
You've been trying to get me involved, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not an actor.
Pull
man.
Up, man. It's time to put on that hat, bro. You know what you do when you do these interviews?
What?
You're acting. You're acting interested.
I'm acting like I'm not an introvert.
There you go.
That's me acting. I'm acting like I'm perfectly fine talking in front of people.
You're damn good at it, bro.
Yeah,
You're probably one of the best interviewers in Atlanta.
All right, man. I got you. Let's talk about the movie.
So come and play a role. Come and play an officer role.
I can't play no cop. I already told you that off top. Like I can't.
Or the media.
I told him like Cameron couldn't play one. I'm like, bro, I can't play no cop. I can't play no doctor. I can play me.
Come play Shaft, bro. Nah, but
see, I can play Shaft. Like, I got a leather jacket. I can play Shaft, but I can't play no cop.
But yeah, man. So I like to I like to have vibes. So like you mentioned the Cool Club. Shout out Scotty, ATL and whatever with the Cool Club. But when I met bro, and we decided we was gonna work together and do a documentary. That was the main purpose of like why I chilled with him so long. It was the vibe. Like Scotty, a cool guy, and he's gonna put you in he's gonna put you in a place where you can meet people. Yeah, that's gonna put you on like to more opportunities. And you have to appreciate people like that that'll put you in a situation to meet more people that are gonna just further your brand and stuff like that. So, and it became more like a friendship where it's like. I felt like I was personally responsible for a little bit of his success because we were going everywhere every day all the time. Like I'm going to New Orleans, I'm flying to LA and stuff like that. And like it was kind of like a brotherhood. So when you get into making content, I try to take more of the, talent stuff out of it because it's like you get treated like a talent everywhere you go. But when I film with you, I want to act like the camera's not there so you can be your real self. So it's about relationships and just cultivating like a new energy in Atlanta. Because when I came up here and I got in the industry, it was so negative. Like everybody was just like, watch out for this, watch out for that. And it's like, well, instead of me having to give the next person a talk, why don't I get into the situation and then allow or create a new opportunity where a person doesn't have to go through the same things that I went through.
Solid, man. I feel that, man. So you're giving people opportunities now with The Missing. What's the concept behind The Missing?
All right, so shout out my uncle.
Is he missing?
Nah. But he gave me the idea behind the Missing. Basically, I was I was selected to do a film festival in California. It was like 6 of us out of like 200 people. We submitted ideas, and then they picked the best ideas. They were going to bring you out, give you a couple $1,000s, and let you make your film. So I was supposed to go out there, and then COVID hit last year, so that just canceled everything. But the idea was still obviously something I wanted to do. And no offense to anybody out there that's trying to get into the film industry and trying to do stuff in the film industry, I'm just not that guy that's going to do a short film. What's the point? I want to have somebody sit here where we spend hours and maybe days on a short, and it's 15 minutes. It's like, nah, I don't want to play when I come into this industry. I want to come in like full force. So the idea was come with something that's going to resonate now. Unfortunately, I see a lot of people trying to do the kidnapping thing or somebody's going missing. But my movie is going to play on a real phenomenon that happened back in like the 20s, 30s, and 40s. I don't know if you're familiar with the Netflix. I think they got a Netflix and a Hulu documentary about it. It's called The Missing 401. So these kids would go, the parents would take them to national parks, and they would go missing. But then when you went to look for the information, they were never born. You know what I'm saying? So it became a national phenomenon that nobody knew about, but this guy started to bring it to light. So my uncle, one day, we were just sitting down talking. He was like, yo, you should make a horror movie for black people, right? And as if Get Out wasn't enough.
I was going to say Jordan Peele.
So how do you do that without Candyman or Blackula or any of those movies where it's like, you do have, what was it, Us?
Us was another one, yeah.
Right. So you have these
Shout
movies.
out to Blackula, though, man. Blackula, yeah. Blackula's a good movie. Like, don't let the title fool you.
Yeah.
Blackula was a good movie. Like, that
Yeah.
Dracula dude, he's
Yeah.
gonna make you laugh, and he's going to make you scared
In
at the
horror,
same
you
time.
do need a bit of comedy relief. If it's just scary all the time, like we just watched the premiere for Don't Breathe, there was no comedic relief. It was just gore and horror the whole time. And
that's PG-13, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, yo, y'all gonna let kids see this?
Don't Breathe.
Man, the second part, they're trying to make him into a hero. Anyways, it was crazy. So I didn't want to incorporate a lot of that.
Spoiler alerts.
Yeah. I didn't want to incorporate a lot of that. I wanted to kind of make it more realistic and highlight how the media is able to manipulate stories about black people, whether it be black women missing in Africa or missing here in our home states. We don't get the media attention that someone that is a little bit paler might get.
I feel you.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've thought of a clever way to do it, and then my uncle was like, he was real big on don't bring the KKK into it because then you'll turn certain people off. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, my
who am I
intention,
turning off? Hopefully they won't come no way.
So my intention is to kind of piss off a few people and bring it to the light. But I do realize everybody, I need a group of people, diverse group of people to pay the bills. So you want to appeal to a certain group. So you keep certain elements of it hidden, but it's going to be heavily implied. So basically a chick goes missing. She's jogging in the woods, and she just mysteriously goes missing, and we give you like 3 different twists. You don't know if it's paranormal activity, you don't know if it's supernatural, or you don't know if it's some cult that may be connected to the KKK. But, throughout the story, I plan on being able to highlight certain things that we in the black community may not necessarily pay too much attention to or focus on. Like how, I wanted to have there's a scene where there's an officer not really paying attention to what's being said about the young black lady who's missing, right? And that may show, in my mind, how other minorities turn a blind eye to the things that are going on in the black community until it starts affecting them. Yeah. So it's going to be very subtle, but very loud at the same time.
That's what's up, man. Hey, well, good sell. Number one, good sell. You sold that pretty well.
I appreciate it, man.
How far are you into production right now?
I would say I'm going to start shooting at the end of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you keep trying to get me to be involved.
Yeah, bro. I need to fill these roles. Unfortunately, I need white people. and I don't have white people. So, white people, come play in my movie.
I can't play white. Like this is the part where you wish you had a more diverse timeline.
Because I'm literally like, I'm looking every day like, yo, you know, because most of my, you know, what I want to do is, you know, I want to give people that I know opportunities. Yeah. Everybody loves that.
Go on Craigslist, man, and throw that out there.
Yeah, man. But then you're going to get those corny white people who, I've worked on set with a couple who just think that they're the actor, the director, the first AD, the second AD. They control the makeup. They control everything. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up and act. Right? So that's going to be interesting because it seems like everyone I've gone to, somebody pulls me aside and it's like, yo, this motherfucker think he is everything. And I'm like, all right, let me bring him into a meeting and be like, all right, let the actors act and the directors coach. So hopefully we can find some actors who are, you know, that I don't know, who may be more willing to be directed on set versus using the, like, because everybody's like, oh, well, yeah, I got this experience. I don't give a fuck about that. You know, I don't care who you've worked with and what set you've worked on.
Well, you better go down to SCAD. There's so many opportunities for you to get people who want to just try to, I guess, cut their teeth in film.
Yeah, I actually have. I'm so busy, bro. It's a pain in the ass producing a movie, bro, because I'm like on the phone all day, every day, and it's like, it's super aggravating because, you know, I be want to chill sometimes. Like, I'm an extrovert when I need to be, but I'm also an introvert. So it's hard, like, having to cater to people all day. They want to call you. They want to talk about the film. They want to read lines to you. It's like, yo, I want to smoke a blunt and chill. You know what I mean? Like, can I just relax? But you can't. You
got to say to yourself, what would Jordan Peele do?
Yeah, that's true.
And he probably would smoke a blunt and chill. Let me take that back. What would Spike Lee do?
But, you know, one of the things that I notice about this industry, and it's a good thing and a bad thing, but having a good team, like, I notice how smooth your shows go. You know, you got a person taking pictures, you know, person holding your phone, answering calls, and going down and answering the door if you need them to.
Oh, now that's me.
Yeah,
I did used to have that person.
Yeah, so, but at least you know, like, there's structure.
Yeah,
and I might have came late, like always, but
well, you're Hollywood Roddo now.
Come on, bro. It's weird now. I'm starting to be noticed. Yeah, places that I'm doing, man.
You are a famous character out here in the streets of Atlanta. You're a Hollywood Roddo. And Hollywood Roddo literally roll around with his own homegrown. Like,
hey, bro, it's up, man. It's up, bro. I feel like I do dope shit every day. Yeah. You know, for the sake of just doing dope shit. Fuck anybody's opinion, man. That's really how I live.
Yo, but you know what's dope? I'm watching a lot of rappers now transition into acting. Like, I think Joey Badass is doing a fucking amazing job, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like I can't even wrap my head around the fact that this man, you know, went from 1999 to the shit you're doing with Star right now on Power. That's like Emmy award-winning shit he's doing right now.
I feel like you should Google like maybe celebrities who have more than one talent. You're gonna be fucking blown away. Like, I did a research on it just to kind of do some, you know.
I got one for you. My wife got me watching. Well, it was my idea, but she was watching the episode of Sex and the City, and I was trying to get why she was on season 5, and I was like, in order for me to fully get this, I got to watch from season 1.
Yeah.
So I started watching from episode 1 all the way up to now we are now, and she was dating this dude named Aiden, right? So I'm like, let me Google Aiden. What the hell he been doing other than just playing this role? This dude is a trained hairstylist.
Yeah.
He's married to Bo Derek.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he plays country music on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have a lot of talents outside of doing just acting.
Fucking talented. It's like people, I think Conan O'Brien like knows how to tap dance and shit.
Yo, when I was a kid, I literally remember skipping school because he's from Boston. Like, I remember skipping school and just hanging out downtown Boston where the comedy stores were and all that shit, the comedy shows, and you would see his name. And I never thought two shits about who Conan O'Brien was.
Damn, bro.
Like, yeah, like
that's crazy.
Conan
man.
O'Brien, like, there's so many people. Like,
you've been around talent your entire life.
I guess
that's crazy, bro. And now you get to interview.
Yeah, now
Hollywood. I like that name, bro. For real. I'm gonna take that shit, bro. I'm gonna go change my Instagram to Hollywood Ride, bro. Swear to God.
Bro, do that and watch the hate come.
I'll let it come, man. I see. That's why I don't post pictures and stuff on Instagram, because I don't have time for comments. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to respond within a certain amount of time.
I don't believe in reading comments at all. I'm upset that you could tell that people on Fox News and CNN, like reporters, y'all clearly read comments. And react to comments, and this is now showing in your work. I don't ever read comments. I don't care what you're saying to me. Like,
sometimes I have to go in and check because somebody said something to tag me or something.
Oh, do your thing, man.
And
like me not responding to you is the best thing I could do right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me not responding. I don't read a single comment.
I have like it's so everybody knows this shit, so you know if I fuck with you or not. If I fuck with you, I'm gonna leave a personalized comment. If I don't, it's either straight fires or it's like 2 or 3 fires, or it's 2 or 3 like little muscles. It always has to be the black muscles as well.
I feel like you hit me with a lot of muscles before, man. Am I not like in a personal circle?
No. Now I'll tell you this. So you remember you capped in the beginning, right? I'm gonna call you out on this.
Call me out,
because I don't know if Sherelle Antoinette is on my live right now. But Mom, if you're out there, I want you to go tell Cash how many times we tried to get him on Best Buds.
We gotta stop calling her mom. I know she gets tired of that. We gotta stop calling her
mom. I call her mom because every time, like, you know, we worked together heavy, but every time we worked together, she was like a mom. Like,
that's why Big Bowls I feel is super smooth.
Yeah,
like E got the right one to work behind the scenes because she do that very well.
Get your ass over here.
Yeah,
and sit
man,
down
she is like a mom. Like, well, she is a mom.
Yeah, so, Mom, shout out, Mom.
Yeah, you try to get me on Best Buds. You try to get me on Best Buds a couple.
Yeah, so can we run that back for everybody who heard?
Yeah, he ain't lying. You try to get me on a couple times. Like, you ain't the only one. I told you I don't read comments.
And you busy. Every time it's like every Tuesday pull up, and it's like I'm doing what I do, but it's like I get it, bro. I get it, but step out, man, like, and start acting.
Y'all don't want me out here.
Yes, we do, bro. Yes, we do. I want everybody that I fuck with to be in this movie.
You know what? Pitch me again in another week. I might be open for that because I'm listening to you. The synopsis. I would love to be part of the media side. Like, I love to be a reporter. Yeah.
I mean, bro.
Do I got to shave or anything like that? Do I got to look like from the 20s or something?
That's not up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Heads up. If that's the case, I'll probably turn that down because I'm not shaving my beard.
Nah. Okay. So, because you the homie.
Yeah.
I might tell him just leave him alone, let him play his role, right? But normally, this is why I say a team is perfect. Like, I'm still building a team, but I do have people in place who I'm like, yo, what do you think about this? You know, he read lines for you. Are you feeling him? And we've done that for a couple people, and it was like, yeah. A couple people was like, well, let's hear a few more. Let's see how they interact with the other actors that we've chosen. So it's a very strenuous process, aggravating as shit. But you're not gonna love it until you're actually doing it. Like, once you know, because I'm pretty sure training in a gym, like they say Usain Bolt, I think they talked about how he's literally only spent like maybe 2 or 3 minutes on the track. Racing.
Oh yeah, actually racing.
Yeah,
actually racing.
But he's made like hundreds of millions of dollars off of it. But he trained for at least 20 years to get to that point. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of the hard work happens behind the scenes, off camera. A lot of arguing happens. A lot of belittling happens because I went and grabbed my sister. She's an amazing writer. So I thought I was doing something. I wrote up a script, and I was like, yeah, this is fine. All right, send it to her. And it was almost like, you know, your parent coming in your room and ripping up the picture that you drew for them as a kid. You know what I mean? Because she just laid into me. She was like, who wrote that? Who wrote that shit? And I was like, yo, man. I wrote. She was like, yeah, it was trash, and I'm glad that it was you because I can tell you exactly how I feel. And she did, but I don't take it personal because it's like, I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm producing this movie. I'm not writing it. I'm not directing it. I'm not acting it. I am literally just sitting back, putting people in place to do it. So, I think that Halloween this year is gonna be different.
So that's what you plan to release on Halloween?
People are like, I got a guy who's been doing it for 30 years. As soon as I release anything about it, he called me up and he said, Rod, you fucking up. Damn, bro, what's going on? He's like, yo, you fucking up. And he went into how, you know, it's done in the industry. Shout out my man, Mad Brad Smith. Check him out on Instagram. We had a team meeting, and I was like, nah, don't try to be nice now, niggas. Like, talk how you been talking to me. And he just told me, it was like, you know, you putting the carriage before the horse. Yeah. And you don't want to do that. You want to have the budget in line. You want to have the schedule in line. So, you're saying that you're going to work with people's schedule. And it's like, you need to pick actors who can work in your schedule. So it's like you're being too lenient. And most times I am, because I think most people are going to be like me. I used to work at State Farm. So their motto was be flexible and adaptable. Took that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be flexible and adaptable in life, period. If something happens, then the best thing that you can do for yourself is try to be flexible no matter what the scenario is. So that's what's going on right now with the movie. I'm putting one foot forward, and then somebody's coming that I trust, and they're saying, hey, maybe you need to kind of take 2 steps back and kind of look at what you're really doing.
I feel you. I can give you that little bit of advice from my own perspective of trying to work on a documentary. The cart before the horse thing, knowing the film festivals you want to go to, knowing all the crazy shit, and then kind of not putting so much effort into the scheduling, and the actual pre-production type deal. That was my flaw, and I can say that personally. Like, my flaw was that I'm so far down the road of where this is gonna go that I should have took more time planning that part out, which is when I go back into filming, we're going to do that a lot more. You know what I mean? So he's right about that part.
Nah, Mecca, you don't do that. You put people in place who do that shit for you.
Oh, also that part too. Yeah. Don't do everything on your own. Put people in place who do those specific things.
Yeah, because I was looking up some shit for Netflix, because in order to get on Netflix, there's like 21 cameras that they will approve for you to shoot on.
Serious? Or you can just go through an aggregator site. Like, you can go through all that.
It's about the camera, so it's
Black Magic 6K is on the list, but you have to.
Trying to get one of those on.
Yeah, you see me, right? Yeah. But okay, so look. Okay, so I had no idea, because I've done some film classes, right? So they have this thing called, I think it's called the film range or some shit. I had no idea what it was talking about, but it's like you have to send Netflix everything. And they mean everything. How you plan on framing it, frame chart. It was like every shot they want to know how you plan on framing it. And it's like, that's cool, because that's what you normally have to do.
That gotta be for independence, because
yeah.
Facts.
They not but they want to make sure that if they're gonna bring you in, right?
And how about you invest? You know what I'm saying?
So you get a team lead, right?
Yeah.
You get a team lead who says, most of them want you to come when the project's not finished. They want you to come with the idea, and then they're gonna put you with a representative who's gonna oversee it. Nah. You get exactly. So what you do is you get the specifications that they want and make sure that you're following that. And a lot of people don't even realize, like, okay, you
smart. You smart for that.
Yeah. So you go to so they have the red, right? So the red is on there, and that's cool, because they have every red that they right. So it's a cinema camera, even the $6,000 camera, which is the one I'm gonna get, the Komodo. Shout out Red. But even with that, nigga, it is like, bruh, you turn the camera on, it takes like 5 minutes to turn on, and then it's called black shading. So let's just say, for instance, you want this perspective, right? And it may take 2 hours to shoot that particular scene, right? Then you have to change the angle and go from, now you're looking at her, and what you have to do is you have to calibrate it. It's called black shading. You have to let the camera sit there and adjust so that it won't have black spots in the film. Nigga, I'm dealing with a DSLR, a mirrorless camera. We don't know nothing about that. So that's a whole nother level of sophistication of, you want somebody on set who already knows that. You don't want to be trying to learn that shit while you're filming a movie.
Because now I'm thinking of Netflix had this film called Tangerine, and Tangerine was filmed with an iPhone. That was their whole thing. Like, they filmed this. Yeah, they filmed this whole thing with an iPhone. It made all the film festivals, all that. So I wonder what leaps and bounds they had to go through, or did they just?
Nah, what you mean leaps and bounds? Do you have an iPhone 11 or whatever, the Pro?
Bro, I got a Samsung.
The one with the. If you have the one, like I was looking at, shout out my homegirl Chief. I was looking at her phone, and she had like the one with the 3.
With the 3 lenses on the back.
So a lot of people don't know that when you go to your so when you go to your phone on the camera, in the right hand corner, up in the right hand corner is like a HD 30. That's your frame rates and what you're shooting in. So if you tap on that, it'll go through all of the different frame rates that you have. 4K 24, which is what they shoot in movies. Some of them shoot in 4K 30. But then you can go all the way up to 4K 60, which is if you see movies that have like the slowed down footage, they're shooting in 60 frames per second. But that's why you're able to have an iPhone shoot, because it has the Red Dragon is going to shoot at 6K at 24 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? That's how much, like how it's clicking the camera.
That's crazy, man. Well, at least you prepared. Like you know what I mean? Like you say, you got to prepare yourself, but also you got to put yourself around people who can handle those type of deals, because you don't want to have too many things in your one hand.
Facts.
Man, I appreciate you coming through. You done shed so much light. You done really brought us. You stuck to your word.
It's hard to do that now, man.
You stuck to your word, because I tell y'all, last time he came, he said, "Man, look, next time you see me, I'm gonna have the homegrown." I was like, all right, he do this, bro.
Yeah, so roll something up, man. I think I got a couple blends in here too, man.
Oh, definitely, we're gonna get into that business, man. Talk a little bit more off screen about the missing and everything else that you got working, man. But definitely proud of you, man. You definitely making a lot of strides, and I'm glad you're making even the move you try to make with the film. Good luck with Netflix.
Yeah.
I can actually give you a couple other platforms you might want to try.
See?
Yeah, man, you know.
See, like when you know what I'm saying, tap in with your people now.
No, I ain't gonna hold knowledge from nobody.
Nah, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, there's a good couple platforms you might want to try. Netflix is very good, but yeah, there's other ways, I'm pretty sure, to get around all that.
Yeah, if you have one person vouching for you, that's cool. But if 10 people going to one person saying, "Yo, you need to fuck with this guy," odds are they're gonna mess with you. So if I can get you behind the film, you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm telling you, I've been sitting down with people and I'm like, "Yo, look, I just need these people to play in this film, because then they gonna support it." So why you think I am coming and saying, get in it, because you gonna push it like it is your baby too.
I love you, man. You're overhyping my influence.
Nah,
You're
bro,
overhyping my influence.
I just pay attention. Whenever I do pick up the phone and I look at Instagram, I'm like, all right, who are the heavy hitters? Pay attention to their story, and then skip everybody else.
Well, get me to 10,000 followers. I'm about 70 away from that right now. Get me to 10,000 followers so I get the swipe up. When I get the swipe up, then I'm with somebody.
Follow this man,
Follow this
CashColorCannabis.
man right now, man.
Which platform? CashColorCannabis?
Cash what? I'm trying to. You know, Lou gave me that advice. I'm doing the reels.
You know what?
I'm following everybody but Bitcoin people. Like everybody but Bitcoin.
Everybody's
people.
a Bitcoin person
Forex.
now.
The only people I don't follow, because it's like,
What happened to Forex? I don't hear that shit.
oh, they'll DM you immediately and say, "Hey." So that's when you know. Me unfollow, man.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I get a bunch of sugar mama offers now too. I'm very intrigued with those.
Congratulations.
Yeah, like I'm a sugar baby for a couple.
I'm way too old for that, but I feel like in my 20s, I would have embraced that
yeah,
like a motherfucker.
I'm
yeah,
still
nigga.
waiting on a couple payments.
You know what shit I got? You can pay for me? Yes.
I just don't want to be like Deuce Bigelow, you know. And
Yeah. I feel you. I'm
it's
definitely
time to perform.
I'm
and
definitely past the age of
checking out.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that with a student.
Yo, the next movie is a comedy. The next movie is called Culture. I'm gonna take a white boy, and I'm gonna put him in the middle of the bluff, because I did some work with Curtis Snow. I'm gonna put him in the middle of the bluff, and he's gonna I'm gonna have him it's gonna be like the black version of the what's that movie? The Hangover.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be dope, bro. That's the next project that's coming up.
Bro, all right, man. We I got you. Yeah, I got you. So that's coming up next. We got The Missing coming up, and what else will you let us know about Best Buds?
For the Streets, Best Buds. Best Buds coming out, but For the Streets is dropping this Friday the 13th.
For the Streets, what's that?
Yeah, that's the new podcast that I've been doing, bro. I've been holding back. That's why people be mad at me, because I be holding back content. I got a couple dope interviews that I've done with people around the city. Been trying to get you on there.
Don't
Bro, I text you, and then it was like, if
that.
if he had the iPhone, I would have just been left on red like a light skin, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, because I text him and I didn't get a response. I was like, yo, Cash fuck with me, because I know he fuck with me.
Bro, you know I fuck with you, man. Like I can't explain to you how hectic my life has been this last month. Like even my whole thing trying to get my passport renewed. Like
yeah.
I don't know if y'all noticed yet. Like everybody else been told to get back to work. The government has not gone back to work yet. Don't any government agency you go to right now, they are working from home and they are kicking it. Don't
Okay.
listen to them.
So before we go, bro,
Yeah.
because I know really quick, you made a point. It was a while back. I just came as a guest that was just watching, but you made a point with a guest, and it was a very important point. But you kind of glossed over. You like, we're gonna come back and talk about it, and I was like, I've done nothing but think about that, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to do the movie as well. Is you said white people, excuse me, have normalized killing so much and murder so much that they make shows.
They make whole channels about it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I was literally thinking that earlier in the day because I was like, yo, why am I watching? I am a killer.
Yeah, yeah.
And talk about the silly ways that these people just kill people for dumb reasons.
Whole channel, investigative discovery is all white on white crime.
Well,
Like
you
the
said
whole channel.
that, man. You said that maybe like months ago.
24 hours a day of it.
Yeah,
24 hours a day of it. I love when you talk about black on black crime. I'm like, but y'all have channels.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all have whole
sitcoms.
channels.
Y'all have documentaries
Facts,
about it.
man.
Y'all have Stephen Avery sitting in prison right now.
Look, they got you go on
for
Netflix.
murder.
You go on Netflix.
He's
They got
innocent.
white on white crime in other languages at this point. Like they got Italian. You know what I mean? Like it's going. It's German. They done jumped the whole.
They
shark.
found new ways to kill people.
Oh, on HBO. I got it on my list. It's one of the movies where I know I gotta get a second to watch it. I gotta compress a lot of shit in order to watch that.
Yeah, I stopped watching TV because I stopped just wanting to see white people killing each other.
I did too. You know, we gotta get out of here soon, but I did too. I'm now watching so much stuff on YouTube. Like I told her, there's a channel, Stunted Growth. I watch The Company Man. I watch, but it's primarily stuff for me. Like I watch Stunted Growth because I feel like there's a lot of times I stunted my own self. So I've been watching his shows. I nearly hear it in my own head now. Stunt number one.
Bring back the Dave Chappelle show. Shit. And black shows that actually made sense, like the Wayans brothers.
Bring back Rock then, if that's the case. Why
Yeah,
Rock
oh
on streaming platform. I used to love
God,
Rock.
that was the shit.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know, funny story. My man, my acting teacher, his
Damn,
wife,
see, bro, you got an acting teacher?
my acting
What?
teacher, when I was in college, my acting teacher, he literally his wife.
We getting him in there.
He knew Rock's wife. They went to school together in Yale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, you've been around talent and talent creators your entire life, and it's like, bro, we're gonna put you in a movie.
Man, I'm just here
Matter
to
of
tell
fact,
y'all
I'm
stories.
about to go home and I'm about to create a movie just to put you in.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can work with that.
All right, you say you'll do something like Shaft?
I can do Shaft.
Yeah, let's do something like Superfly.
Superfly, man. That's what's up, man. Do something about a journalist who sometimes doesn't feel like he's a journalist, and he's like, damn, why am I here every Tuesday? Why am I here every Tuesday?
Yo, yeah, the Black Clark Kent. I got you, bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm literally that sometimes, man. Either that or Ferris Bueller. Like, but I appreciate you coming through, man. I really do, man. Let people know how they can follow you on social media, and we're gonna get into this, and we're gonna celebrate Herb's birthday a little bit early.
Yeah, man. Roddo, Sirroddo. For some reason, people have a hard time. It's like Serrata. That's like, nigga, that ain't Sirroddo. So Sirroddo. And at Blue Spaghetti, BLU, no E, SP spaghetti. You know how to spell spaghetti, and then I think it's an underscore after that. But once you put in blue and an S, it pulls up Blue Spaghetti because we that cool.
Word, man. Appreciate you coming through. And that's CashColorCannabis, high level of conversation on LivehiphopDaily.tv. We out. Hey, happy early birthday to my man Herb Imperial out here, man. Shout out to Herb and everything he does. He done gave me a home for 5 years where he allows me to be the fake introvert that I am and come out here and sit in front of a mic and pretend that I'm shy about all this. That's CashColorCannabis.
Yeah.
We out. Appreciate you.
I'm glad that